I'm curious if there are any Ishmael teams that you can have on defense that won't lose to my team. I'm curious if you can do it. I would love to hear it. I'll send you some legendary gifts. How's that?
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central, and in this video, I want to talk about countering Ishmael. Now, Ishmael is pretty dangerous for a couple of different reasons, but first and foremost, I want to show you the two attacks. Just real quick, the two attacks that I made today, taking out two Ishmael teams with the same team. Little disclaimer before I show you this is an attacking team. I know that somebody is going to be in the comments saying, I beat this team, I beat your team instantly, it's a bad team. Well, I wouldn't necessarily use this team on defense. I'm just saying this team is basically an auto win against any Ishmael team that you see. No surprise there, it uses Amira. I'm using Amira and Aiden for the tank and healer combo. I'm also using Iris, Dorian, and Polaris to kind of round it out for different reasons. But here's the first team, Ishmael Lyria. By the way, this is such a dumb team, but you know, I understand why you're doing it. Another Ishmael Lyria team, different strategy there. So first I want to talk about what makes Ishmael so dangerous. There's actually two reasons why Ishmael is a problem. First and foremost, the random nature of Ishmael, because he's a critical hit based hero. He has a chance of doing some pretty serious things, and he has the ability with his ascension to, it's this right here, he has the ability to dodge physical and magic attacks, but it doesn't count as a dodge. It counts as an evasion, not a dodge in the sense of the dodge skill. So Lyria can't counter this ability, which is one of the reasons why Ishmael is, you know, he's so good. All of his abilities, by the way, are in the service of building up his auto attack. So his ultimate ability increases his critical hit chance and his attack speed. It doesn't actually do an attack. It just speeds him up and makes his attacks crit more often, random chance. The Phantom ability increases his dodges physical attacks for 6 seconds, and he dodges magic attacks as well. You know, there is some argument about whether this works with Lyria or not. I'm not going to debate that here, but the team that I'm using takes this into account. Okay, just I'll touch on that in a second. We have the increased vampirism, and then we have the ability to stun the enemy team on basic auto attacks. So just his basic auto attacks, that's all he's doing. He has a lot of crit, he attacks fast, he does, you know, he does a lot of self-healing, and he can evade a lot of attacks. And what is happening a lot of the time is you would traditionally counter this guy with a dodge hero of your own, right? But you can't do that because you're going up against, because you add Lyria to the team. So really quickly, I want to discuss the rest of the team on defense before I show the fight. So you have Lyria, which has one role here, and that's to stop dodge heroes from countering Ishmael. Lyria herself is not that great outside of that function. There are some discussions about her damage dealing capabilities. The same with Lara Croft. Okay, Lara Croft is an okay damage dealer. The whole purpose that she's added to teams is for the area of effect stun. I don't need to get into this debate with you. That's just the reason for it. Weird tank choice here, but you know, it is what it is. There's also going to be people in the comments saying, that team on the right is the wrong Ishmael. It's the wrong Ishmael team. If your team, your Ishmael, Lyria, Lara Croft, Sebastian, whatever team is easy to counter, then you rotate heroes so it's not as easy to counter. But the bad news for basically every Ishmael team is the team on the left instantly wins. Almost every time my team beats Ishmael. So let's discuss why while we play the fight. There's a couple of things happening here. The obvious statement is that here. Let's pause this real quick. So the obvious statement is Amira with her ability to cause agility-based crit heroes to miss during her ability. That is the key component of this whole thing. Okay, so you have Ishmael and Lara Croft, who are both agility-based heroes that critical hit. So during Amira's skill, the agility wish, whatever it's called, they miss, and often the timing, you know, lines up or it doesn't, whatever. Aiden keeps Amira alive. Iris is kind of the key here. Okay, so Amira by herself is very capable of taking out up to 5 enemies in one hit, but you need Iris to make it so that Ishmael's elusiveness doesn't help him. Okay, so he can't evade magic attacks. He can't evade physical attacks whenever Iris has her split soul ability on Ishmael, or anybody else that's tanking in front of Ishmael. Oftentimes, whenever you use an Amira team against Ishmael, Ishmael is left standing, and Amira by herself isn't enough damage because it's one big hit, and Ishmael has time to using Vampirism to gain his health back up. You have Polaris, which increases the magic damage done to the enemies that are frozen, as well as the magic penetration artifact weapon. And then Dorian, the 3 attackers here, Amira, Iris, and Polaris, that's really all you need. You don't need to do any control here. So the teams that have Chorus or Sebastian, they don't really help the team. They don't really help much against my team here. The debuffs that Polaris does put on the enemies, it can be blocked or removed by Sebastian, and while we're at it, Nebula and Celeste. But the artifact weapon that she does, the Polaris does, the magic penetration and the damage reduction that she does with her frozen fortitude or frozen wall skill, that can't be prevented by Sebastian or Chorus either. So there's a couple of different reasons why Polaris works, a couple of different reasons why you would bring Iris here. Obviously, Aiden and Dorian is to just keep everybody alive, right? Anyway, let's watch the fight. You can see that that there is things happening here. Oh, look, a stun. That's great. Who cares? Chorus did prevent some of that. There's that frozen fortitude, that shield that's blocking Ishmael. It only blocks 3 hits, but usually that's enough, right? Usually that's enough. Just stopping 1 or 2 hits is all you really need. And then the frozen effect happens. You can see that Ishmael is tinged blue there, so he is frozen, and extra magic damage is done to him when that ability is up. Yeah, so there you go. We just let the fight play out. There's Amira's big area of effect attack going off, and now it's just a matter of time. It is cute that you use Astaroth and Goose here. I like seeing different teams, and again, there's going to be people in the comments saying things like, well, that's the wrong Ishmael Lyria team. Yeah, there is no right or wrong team on defense. So here's the Sebastian variant, using Axel instead of Chorus. You'll be able to see that, Sebastian got his Ode to Serenity up very quickly. It does not matter. The Ode to Serenity in this line just doesn't matter. It doesn't prevent Amira's ability from going off. I don't know. Let's watch and see if it prevents Ishmael from getting frozen. It seemed like it did prevent Ishmael from getting frozen, but it was still enough damage anyway. So the only way that the Ishmael teams would have a chance against my attacking team here is if they had some kind of stacking magic defense ability, like, for example, Cornelius or Faceless, or any of the heroes that have a magic defense artifact weapon, like Thea. Thea and Ishmael are a good combination, by the way, because Thea speeds up allies that get low in health, and Ishmael can get low in health. Now, Ishmael's a very, very dangerous hero to have to go up against, especially if they're charged. That's why Ishmael is so popular. The randomness, and if you can't beat him in one attack, then he's charged up for the next guy, and you might see 10, even 20. I've seen clips of 20 attempts against an Ishmael that's charged before you kill him. But even a charged up Ishmael, this team on the left here should just auto win. Almost any Ishmael team. If there is a version of an Ishmael team on defense that this team on the left can't beat, let me know in the comment section down below. I think that there are a few opportunities here. Like I said, stacking magic defense teams could work. I'm actually not sure if this team had the magic defense pattern on. Let's go see. Can we actually see if they had the magic defense pattern? Who was it? It was this guy. Yeah, so they have the magic defense pattern, 16.5% magic defense, so that isn't enough. And then I attacked somebody in the foundry here. Yeah, this line did not have the magic defense pattern. So maybe, I don't know, maybe a stronger magic defense pattern. Again, stacking magic defense heroes like Thea could be good, Faceless, but then you kind of ruin the team a little bit. So yeah, like I said, if there is a Ishmael defense team. I'm specifically talking about Ishmael on defense, not Ishmael on offense. Don't put my team on the left on defense and attack into it because the timing is different. Okay, I'm curious if there are any Ishmael teams that you can have on defense that won't lose to my team. I'm curious if you can do it. I would love to hear it. I'll send you some legendary gifts. How's that? Maybe that could be fun. That could be a fun thing we can do. If you can find a way and link the fight or contact me on Discord, we'll get you some legendary gifts. Yeah. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.